In tonight's Pacific Storyland, we're introducing you to a Vancouver musician building a new life after fleeing war-torn Ukraine. One who says he had to sell off his prized cello in order to support his family during their escape. Catherine Cook and photographer Dan Arusha show us how he's rebuilding his dream one note at a time.
Tuning up in the orchestra pit and warming up on stage. All of it brings riffs of excitement for cellist Nikolai Dorosh. On this night, the Broadway Rose Theatre Company will present Waitress.
I'm happy to be here because it's really interesting music and really high quality musician.
And yet, it's a world away from where Nikolai was just 3 years ago, living in Ukraine and performing around the world with the Ukraine National Symphony. All of it changed when Russia invaded Ukraine. Nikolai remembers the explosions as he gathered up his wife and kids.
Said them, wake up, we go to travel.
One of the few items Nikolai packed was his beloved cello. Made by a renowned German craftsman, it cost him around $40,000. But as they fled for the U.S., Nikolai sold it to help support his family.
It was one of the hardest decisions in my life. So, but my kids, my family, it's number one.
For quite a while, Nikolai set aside his music. He took other jobs like rideshare driving as his family started over in Vancouver. Then, in a twist of fate, he met PSU cello professor Hamilton Chaffetz.
So my former student reached out to me and said, there's a cellist here who came recently from Ukraine. Maybe you should meet him.
By then, Nikolai had purchased a student cello just so he could play again. Hamilton connected him with community orchestras and other opportunities to rebuild his career.
When I heard him play, I was just so impressed with not only how well he played, but what he was communicating.
You know, Hamilton became for me, I call him my musical father.
With each opportunity to play,
we are incredibly lucky to have him.
Nikolai is one step closer to what he lost. That includes his beloved cello. Those here understand.
A musician's instrument is their heart and soul.
He started this GoFundMe hoping to raise enough money to buy a new cello from the same craftsman. It's true, Nikolai is a world away from his past, but now he knows.
Continue playing.
All the world's a stage. Nikolai says he is so grateful that his family is here and safe, and every day he prays for peace in Ukraine. We'll go ahead and post that link to the GoFundMe on kgw.com.
You know, music can transcend just so much. Appreciate your reporting tonight, Catherine. By the way, if you have an idea for Catherine or Pacific Storyland, please let us know. You can text us at 503-226-5088 or email anytime pacificstoryland@kgw.com.